We're talking Gabriel Jesus' injury, David Raya to Arsenal, the chase for Michael Olise with City, Chelsea and Arsenal all in for him. Man United again reportedly entering the race for Lavia as well, plus the big deal with Lukaku going to Juve. Vlahovic maybe being on his way to Chelsea. We've got updates from Fabrizio Romano, all the stories currently on OneFootball, today's sponsors of this video. So download their app right now so you can read these articles, these stories, theories, and opinions in full. Scan the QR code on the screen or click on the link below. But it's the OneFootball edition of the Done Deal Show. Let's do it. Mild panic amongst Arsenal fans yesterday evening when it was revealed that Gabriel Jesus had suffered a knee injury and needed minor surgery to clear out a small problem in his knee. How long is he going to be out for? There've been theories ranging from 2 to 6 weeks, depending on the severity of the operation, exactly what was being worked on. Nobody knows the exact details. So fans online and journalists giving a full diagnosis is difficult. But he's definitely going to miss the beginning of the season, the Community Shield this week, and could even miss the Man United game, which is 2 to 3 games into the season. Fabrizio Romano this morning on OneFootball speaks about how, though, this injury could impact Arsenal's £50 million sale of Balogun. He says here that Fabrizio says the injury to the forward Gabriel Jesus could change the situation. The Gunners have reportedly made it clear that they are willing to offload Balogun this summer if they receive a bid of £50 million or more. Balogun scored 22 goals last season on loan at League A. Yesterday, reports claim the USA international asked Arsenal to drop their asking price, but he might not be going anywhere depending on the severity of the knee injury. Gabriel Jesus will now miss the next few weeks of football. Fabrizio Romano wrote today that Arteta has confirmed the bad news for Arsenal fans yesterday, as Gabriel Jesus will be out for a few weeks. This is absolutely not good news for Arsenal, but we also have to wait and see how this will evolve. We'll try to understand how long it will take for Jesus to get back and see how this impacts transfer plans, because for sure it could change the situation for Balogun. And I think what's really intriguing here is there could be a silver lining here to this injury. Balogun may be given an opportunity. He may hit the ground running. He might work out. He might decide, actually, staying at Arsenal is what I want to do. Injuries can do that. We saw Marcus Rashford at Man United come through because of what an injury opportunity presented him with. And I'm sure you all think, Arsenal fans watching, Liverpool fans watching, Chelsea fans watching will remember these examples with your own club. But if Balogun is still to leave and Jesus is going to miss the beginning of this window, I think it is imperative that Arsenal go out into the market and buy someone else. For me, I think Arsenal needs to go and get Mohamed Kudus. Can cover as a 9, can cover as a 10, can cover as a right winger, and I believe has the technical ability and the potential to be a first-team player for Arsenal. £40 million is the reported asking price. With this injury, even though it's not a long-term injury, it just shows the drop-off from Jesus to Nketiah, especially if Balogun still leaves the club. Gooners, let us know what you think in the comment section below. Now, staying with Arsenal, Raya to Arsenal's ambition. Brentford prepare for the inevitable. Reported here on OneFootball that this deal looks as though it is going to happen. The article here says it's a pivotal moment for David Raya as he sets his sights on the grandeur of the Emirates Stadium. The Spanish, this is very well written. It says the Spanish custodian has reportedly accepted an agreement in principle with Arsenal, revealed by multiple outlets, including the Evening Standard and, of course, Fabrizio Romano. A move has sent tremors through the footballing world. He's longing to switch to Arsenal and leave Brentford. Brentford await the first official bid from Arsenal, but it's believed the deal will happen. And I think this is just an update for Arsenal fans. This deal, every media article I read suggests it's going to happen and it's going to go over the line. That is great. Then I think your attention will switch to the attacking areas as well. So, excuse me, bit of a cold. Let me know what you think and let me know what you feel. Now, we're going to move on to Chelsea, but Chelsea and Arsenal overlap slightly here. So there's an article here in One Football that says Chelsea are confident of winning the race to sign £35 million target Michael Olise ahead of Arsenal. It goes on to say here that Chelsea need to add more quality and depth in their wide areas, especially after the departure of Pulisic and the impending exit of Hakim Ziyech. Chelsea need more quality to push back into the Champions League. The 21-year-old Frenchman has picked up 2 goals and 11 assists across all competitions last season and could be a key player for Mauricio Pochettino. A report today claims that the 21-year-old winger could be available for a fee of around 35 million. This has been confirmed again by Fabrizio Romano, who has tweeted out today the overarching price of this player. His release clause confirmed. Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester City interest confirmed. Olise one to follow in the next few days and weeks. So I want to just, you'll know what I think about Olise. I think he has got the ability to become a star at a top 6 club in the Premier League. But Chelsea fans, City fans, Arsenal fans, where do you feel he's going to end up? Where is the best club? Where is the best opportunity for him? I really want to understand what you think and we feel about this in the comments section below. Let me know right now, my people. But Fabrizio has confirmed the £35 million buyout clause, and I think it's a steal. £35 million for Olise in 2023 is an absolute fantastic piece of business. You've got to remember that players like Wayne Rooney, who as an 18-year-old, one of the best football players in the world, was sold for 27 million in 19, 20 years ago. You can't compare those fees to today's. Rooney would be a £200 million, £250 million player in this era. But so 35 million is the new 5 million. 35 million is the new 4 million. If you go back to those days. And I still sometimes think fans go, well, 35 million, we signed our greatest ever midfielder for 20 million. This is a joke. You're not understanding the inflation within football. For me, I'm a little jealous as a Man United fan that Chelsea, Arsenal, or City could be picking up Olise for that money. I want to know what you think. Now, another big story circulating for Chelsea is Juventus insisting on a Lukaku Vlahovic swap deal. Now, this is such an intriguing article. It goes into what Fabrizio Romano has said. Fabrizio Romano has told One Football that Lukaku has an agreement in place with Juve for a 3-year deal. So he's agreed to go. He wants to join. It goes on to state that Pochettino will make the final decision on whether to sanction the swap. So Juve want him to move. At the moment, there's kind of rumors that Vlahovic doesn't want to leave Juve. I don't personally believe that to be true. I believe he's got to say that. He has to say that in case the swap deal doesn't go through. He can't say I'm well up for it, and then it falls through. And then he's left stuck there, standing in Turin on match days in front of the Juve fans being abused because he said he wanted to leave. So publicly, he has to state he's happy and wants to be where he is. This is why I say to people, don't take everything that's said publicly by players seriously. There's an article today where Rashford speaks about one of the differences that Ten Hag brought to the dressing room is he never speaks about top 4. He only ever speaks about winning trophies. Now, publicly, Ten Hag will speak about top 4 and qualifying for the Champions League because he's being asked questions about it. And imagine if he actually sat in a press conference and said, I don't care about the top 4. We ain't winning the Premier League. It's been a crap season. A few people might think that's nice honesty, but it would just be blown out of proportion by the media. So you say what you have to say to keep the media wolves at bay. Some fans, for some reason, are a little bit too dense, a little bit too slow, a little bit too thick, and they don't quite get it. So, of course, Vlahovic is going to come out and say he doesn't want to leave. He has to say that to protect himself should the deal fall through no fault of his own. I think this is good business for Chelsea. I've been umming and ahhing about this deal for a number of days now, and I do believe this represents very good business for Chelsea. He's a goal scorer. I think he's a phenomenal player. Yes, he hasn't set the world alight at Juve, but you have to factor in the problems at the club on and off the pitch. This young man can still become a powerhouse and a superstar striker. This gets rid of Lukaku. It brings you in a good option. You also have Jackson to fall back on. So it isn't just Vlahovic or bust. But I want to get your opinions on this. Fabrizio believes this deal is closing in. Let me know what you think. Now, another interesting story that I want to talk about, because this damn thing won't go away. Man United are ready to rival Liverpool in the race to sign Lavia. That is according to this article on OneFootball today. Remember, all these articles are available now. Go and read them. Go delve into them. Get into the black hole. Read and research. It's very important that you do that. But it says Liverpool have sent 2 offers and they've been rejected for the Belgium teenager who has impressed during his breakthrough season at Southampton despite the club's relegation from the Premier League. Jurgen Klopp is keen to add at least one more defensive midfielder to his squad. A number of outlets, including The Independent, are now reporting that Man United are ready to rival the Northwest rivals for the 19-year-old as Erik ten Hag looks to reinforce his engine room. Lavia has been linked with moves to Arsenal and Chelsea, which each of whom remain in the market for midfielders this summer. Liverpool will be concerned amid reports of rival interest from Manchester United. Let me just say this to you now. I rate Lavia. I think Lavia is a star in the making. I just think Man United's name is being used here to force Liverpool to improve their bid. If I'm wrong, I'll be happy if we were to pull it off. I wouldn't be sad. But I believe that the game time that Lavia would generate, be given, granted at Manchester United, I believe is being reserved for Mainu. I believe there is a player in Mainu who can be as good, maybe even better than Lavia. Now, that doesn't mean, I know some of you right now are on the keyboard typing hard, attacking me. That doesn't mean Lavia is a bad player in any way, any shape, or any form. That isn't the claim here. I just think Mainu's class. However, if we sign Lavia and we have both at our club, then they can fight out for which one makes it to the top. I don't really, then I won't care which one makes it because they're both Man United players. My point is, I don't think we're in this deal because Ten Hag sees Mainu as a star. And if you sign Lavia, that probably means less game time. So I'm not buying into this one just yet. I'm not putting any stock into this idea that Lavia is coming to Manchester United. I'd love it to happen, but I don't think it will. I want your opinions on this now, ladies and gentlemen. Please hit the like and the share button. Please make sure you're subscribing to the Football Terrace as well. You get those bell notifications turned on so you don't miss any of our videos, any of our content, any of our streams, especially with the new season, just a matter of a week away. Until next time, everybody, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll see you all again soon. Peace.